Welcome, one and all. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever it may be in this wide world. This is another scene within the Hunter venue. We'd like to thank you all for coming back again. This one will be focused around two hunters. One named Ryan, the other name named Kay. I'm going by shorthand here because it helps me out. Let's see. Mr. Ryan has done some work to help cover up some miscellaneous adventures, and he has received a message from a Lieutenant Samuels, one of his contacts in the police force. But he's not asking to be met in his office. He's being asked to be met in a bar near Hamilton Beach.
I'm
If
meeting
that
this
makes
person, right?
Maggot. Okay.
What time
You
am I
are
Magenta.
getting this message, if you don't mind me asking?
Huh. Her name's Magenta,
Magenta.
like
Okay,
the color.
Magenta.
Like the color.
I gotcha. Magenta, you are currently at your office doing the last little things of your shift. I'm not really familiar with what a florist typically
Oh,
does, but I
okay.
know.
So, she'll be around the florist front area where all the coolers are holding the fresh flowers, and she'll be replacing the last couple of vases with fresh water for the night so she can close them down so that they'll be still as beautiful tomorrow as they are today. Then she will close all the lights and exit through the back door because the front gate cage has been pulled down already. And in leaving through the back door, she'll end up in the communal driveway that goes down the back, the middle of those blocks. And she'll end up on, I'm thinking it's Pitkin Avenue and Crossbay Boulevard. She's
Okay,
in Ozone
okay.
Park, but not too far from
Hold
here.
up, hold up, hold up. This is all awesome. I love what you're doing in here. I love the real world there, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you a little some things.
Go for it.
Um, as you're closing up, as you're putting up the flowers, stuff like that, you're contemplating on how nice they are, how unblemished they are, or how they seem to be working as they should. It they're as pretty as they are today as they will be tomorrow. And you're reflecting upon some ugliness, not immediately, but you're remembering something that happened a month ago. The the violence that happened in Manhattan, and how a bunch of your local customers or your local friends keep talking about the night watch that's supposed to be springing up, of how people are starting to feel not as safe as they used to be. And they're starting to shun people that come out of Manhattan, actually.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
hmm hmm
Oh,
And through pretty much your day, you'll be walking along, and you'll see you know those charity Santas.
mm-hmm.
Well, this charity Santa seems to be having the red suit, and he seems to have a not a good beard. It's obviously a fake beard. You can obviously see the space between his neck and the fur line, and,
Mm.
and he seems to be ringing his bell a bit, and asking for a change and a commerce or whatever you can give to the poor people.
Um, in Magenta, seeing the Salvation Army Santa ringing his bell, she will look directly at his face first and foremost, and even though in seeing how clearly of a fake beard it is, she's she still gets these small little flashes of memory and thought in the back of her head, and she shudders for a moment, and instead of walking past him, she decides to cross the street, which happens to be not that safe of a street. Cross Bay Boulevard's actually kind of deadly. So, she'll just try to walk across the street without really noticing anything at the moment.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's see. You're walking by this first one. No real consequences. He's not really paying attention to you all that much. As he just ringing his bell to the other passers-by as they go by.
Mm-hmm.
Ring, 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 ring. And then a couple of blocks after that, as you're traveling home, you see another one. And you're not really sure, but you could swear it's the same person. But this time, the beard, it starts to look glued into his face now.
She'll, when she sees this Salvation Army Santa, she won't necessarily think it's the same one because the beard is different and she's not focusing on the rest of his face. She's only focusing on the beard because not too keen on that type of thing. So she'll look at the placement of the beard and seeing how it's no longer dangling below the chin line and it's attached to the face. She'll turn around and not even walk past this one. She'll just kind of stop for a second and turn around and walk back until she reaches a crosswalk so she can cross the street again.
Okay. I walked along the avenue. I never thought I'd see a girl like you. With auburn hair and tawny eyes, the kind of eyes that hypnotize. Okay. So you're successfully walking around this one as well. Okay, there's a particular thing in literature called the Rule of Three. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah, somewhat. Refresh my memory completely, please.
It's if one thing happens and then it's repeated, the possibility of happening again a third time is greater.
Yeah, okay, good. That's what I thought.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. And this time when you see the Mall of Santa, it seems to be fading away. The beard is still there, but it seems like its beard is actually like flicking out, like a tail on a horse would. And its face is becoming really gone. The red hat is falling away to show a rather big, bold dome.
Okay, like, that's all she can really do at this point is just fixate on the flicking of the beard, and in all honesty, out of character, heart's starting to race a bit, hands starting to get a little fidgety, I'm getting a little, so my character's pretty much going to do the same thing.
Would you say that she is starting to hide quite actively from whatever maybe?
You can clearly, if anyone is out on the street right now and they're looking at my character, they're seeing her actively divert and freak out. She's playing with her hands profusely. She is picking at her fingers. She is very fidgety and very antsy, and she can't stop but look at the beard and then back at the floor and back at the beard and back at the floor, just very... And her body is very rigid but won't stop moving. It's very... If you could see me moving right now, that's my character. Like, very uncomfortable.
Okay. It's about this time that as you're doing this, people are sort of paying attention, but they're trying to go on about their regular lives. But okay, there is one person. It seems to be not a person of substantial interest or substantial notoriety, or at least you don't really see him. You just more feel the presence of someone, and something is the words just sort of pop into your head, maybe from some dislocation. The Aurora Borealis comes into view. Aurora comes into view, and then suddenly it's like the scales on your eyes drop, and the next time you see the Santa, the facade of the Santa is gone. It is just uh, the beard is not a beard anymore. It is just tendrils. Oh, and he has a completely bald head. And Ryan,
Yes.
you're driving over the Hamilton, and suddenly you just have this spark in your head that seems to originate from someone and to something else. There
Quick
is.
question. Have I felt that kind of thing before?
Hmm, you have felt that thing before. It's like what you do when you say to yourself no to something. It's like what you say to yourself when you look at something and says you are not right. I'm going to convict you.
Uh, I'm taking that as a big hint to activate my discern, because that's something I don't normally find. But
Actually, when you think about doing your discern, it feels a little bit like that actually. And as you're driving on the car, you almost instinctively just push on your brakes. Or do you want to put on brakes?
yeah, it's assuming I'm not gonna slam them and cause people to run into me. Yeah.
Okay. You put on the brakes, Ace, and you open the door, and almost immediately you see the woman, and looking up across the street to what looks to be a gray alien. To you, it looks like a gray alien, but if you
Here.
look around, no one's freaking out about this. Here is the thing. Not
Right.
only do you see the described gray with the tendrils flowing out of his face, you actually see that he's superimposed, that he has a hidden light to him, and
Okay.
as well as this woman, but the woman seems to be the object of this brightness. She seems to radiate this brilliance that just sort of reflects off the gray.
And this person's the only one freaking out, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Would you be so kind, Trent, as to roll my exposure? One single
Sure,
die.
sure.
One single die.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had to turn this off and then bring it back on again. There we go.
Yep.
Roll to do. Wow, you got good. Okay. You got a 9. This
Awesome.
is what your previous exposure gets you. Roswell. Sometimes.
Yeah, that's
What?
that's kind of what I was thinking. How far away is this individual from me? The one who's actually freaking out?
She's like maybe 10, 20 feet away, and the object, the gray, is like across the street, easily
Alright.
like 50 feet away.
I'm turning the hazards on my truck.
Hmm?
Well, car, whatever, truck, whatever. Uh, Unzipping my coveralls and unsnapping the thing on my firearm just in case. And I'm going to calmly walk over to the young woman. For your benefit, Erica, Ryan is a individual, stands straight back. He's about 6 feet. Started to let himself go just a little bit. Looks like he's trying to get back into it. He's got that 5 o'clock shadow going. If you know what I'm talking about, I've got the picture of him for Paul Blackthorne. That's what I have.
Paul Blackthorne. Okay.
Yeah. But he walks straight back like he was either military or cop or something, and he's coming in your direction. That's who's coming in your direction.
Am I going to notice him at all, or he's just going to be very confident in his stride?
Oh, very.
Okay.
You get the cop lock on?
I've got the cop walk on. If you want me to, I will have you roll my Dex and Streetwise to put it on.
Okay, it sounds like fun. What's your dex?
For me, my dex is 4. My streetwise is 3. I have 7 dice to pull off a cop walk.
A cop walk.
Like, apparently you're a little off, but you pulled it off. You stopping. You look like you look like you belong here. Like this was planned.
Awesome.
Okay. So, Magenta still like fixating on the fact of this beard in her head, but now seeing these tendrils, she's almost in complete like freak out mode, and in seeing the cop walk, because here in Queens, you know a cop from the cop walk, right? She'll walk towards him, but not really say anything. She'll just put a very worried look on her face as she walks closer towards him. But she won't walk very fast either. She'll just kind of like a stuttering walk, almost like she's caught in like this fear or this anxiety attack.
Okay. Ryan is going to come over to you, just look you up and down, and stop before it gets to you, and whisper kind of out of the corner of his mouth. It doesn't notice you. Come with me. I can get you away from here. I can take you home.
In thinking that you're a cop, she's gonna trust you, and she'll go with you. She just doesn't want to be here anymore. And you'll see it on her face and in the way that she's moving. She'll look at you. Just, I don't want to be here. Just take me away, please.
He'll take you over to his truck, which has it's a work truck. It has a sign on it that says Driscoll Landscaping. And he'll go over and open the door for you, moving some stuff out of the way.
She'll stop. She'll wait when she sees that it's not a cop car, and she'll look for those antennas that would show that it's an undercover cop car, and she doesn't see anything like that, and she'll get freaked a little.
You don't see that.
No, so she'll be a little worried at that, because she thought you were a cop, and now all of a sudden there's a car saying landscaping.
Yep.
And she'll back up and be like,
are you trying to hide how you're reacting?
No,
okay.
Not at all.
In that case, I won't make a roll.
No, because she'll step back and be like, wait, you're not a cop?
I used to be. Look, you can either come with me and I can help you get away, or go off yourself. I'm just trying to help.
Do you know how many people get kidnapped here? How am I supposed to just...
If it's any consolation, I'm going to meet one of my old cop buddies at Teller X bar. And if you want, you can hold a gun to my head. That would make you feel better?
You guys are awesome.
Maybe not a gun, but if you've got a small knife, that'd make me feel better.
He literally takes out his sharpened pocket knife, shows her that it's real sharp by shaving off some arm hair, and gives it to her.
No, she will take it gladly and hold it in front of her like this, like, I'm not scared to use this if you come too close to me.
He just grins and holds the door open for you.
She'll get in, but pointing the knife at him the whole time.
He's going to proceed to drive away slowly then towards his destination that he had previously said.
All right. Okay. As you go ahead and start to drive off, whether or not you pass by the gray driving past it, or whether you just go ahead and turn around, you see it in your rear view, another pedestrian goes ahead and starts to walk towards the gray, and he just goes ahead and throws some random change in a dollar bill in the charity jar. But when he does so, he sort of bends down towards the jar in order to throw it, and the tendrils on the gray's face will just go ahead and wrap around the pedestrian's head and start to massage it a little bit. And after the pedestrian goes ahead and throws the money in, he seems visibly weaker. He actually starts to stutter and limp a little bit. But when the tendrils are done, they just go ahead and retract back into the gray's face, and pedestrian seems a little bit dazed, but continues on with the rest of his night.
If I see that, I'll pull out my flip phone, which Magenta will notice is one of those old Nokias that you can't destroy. And he actually plugs in, he types in Charlie's number physically so he doesn't look through his contact list. And he'll leave Charlie a message saying what street was going on. Something weird is going on with something that looks like it popped out of Area 51. And we need to check it out later. And I'll end the message. I won't say his name. I just will say the message.
Yeah, and Magenta will look, and her jaw will be a little open, still with knife pointed at you. She's staring at what happened with that passerby and the Salvation Army Santa, and wait, just they're here now. Why are they here?
Let me ask you a question, darling. Does this mean anything to you? And what he'll do is he'll actually pull out a business card that's inside of his jacket that he's been holding on to since the last 2 hunters he encountered. When he started doing some of the doodles of his own, and he shows her the back of the business card. And Trent, I think you know what the symbol is that's on the back of it.
Actually, I've been on vacation, dude. I don't remember anything.
Oh, no, it's, he drew the judge symbol finally.
Nice. Yes. Okay. That's coming back to me. I remember this now. Magenta. You're looking at the thing, and even though this thing is like a tiny business card, the presence of the mark seems to depict it as with the same amount of authority a ticket or a misdemeanor or a court summons would. Or a health code violation would. But because the symbol that's drawn, it carries a heavy judgment attached to it, a heavy decision being made.
Would she know what that is?
It's something
Instinctively.
It's something that is in your head now. You have no way of knowing where it came from. There's no logical reason why it should be there in your head. You know it. Just know it.
So she'll look over at him very inquisitively. She'll tilt her head just a little, and she'll take a good look at this symbol, but quickly then look back over to him. Like, this looks very familiar, but I'm not
great.
sure what it is.
We're all just popping up all over the place. I'll tell you more later, darling, but I've got to meet with this guy first. Afterwards, I'll tell you everything I know. I promise, and I'll make sure you get home safe.
Okay.
I gotta clean up a mess from the last job I had to do with something that, trust me, is as bad as those things, if not worse. Just, when we get to where we're going, order yourself some food, and get you a drink if you need it. Or don't. Doesn't matter to me. I just have to do this. Otherwise, some of my bridges are burned.
Well, as long as I get where I need to go, you don't hurt me, because I'll hurt you with this.
You have my word. My name's Ryan.
It's Magenta.
By the way, he just broke one of the codes of being a hunter, since you don't know that.
He did?
He just did, yeah.
What did he do?
He told you his name.
Okay.
Really?
It's some hunters have a little practice they do. They don't give out their real names because they routinely fear being captured and tortured for information. They usually go by code names. What Ryan did is that he gave his actual name, possibly in a fit of concern or hasness, or wanting to help someone who seems to be in a emotionally weak state.
Yep.
Oh, okay. But she's not going to be aware that he broke the code.
And she'll know later. That's the point. She'll know later.
Okay.
She'll figure it out later.
Yep. All right. So he's going to drive to the bar to meet Lieutenant Samuel.
Okay. Now I have a question for the both of you now. Magenta, do you want to accompany Ryan to this destination, or do you want to be dropped off someplace else? Or do you want to stay in the car?
Am I out of character? Am I needed in the scene? Would I help in the scene? I mean, what will I do? I think I'd just stand there with this fucking knife at him because I'm still worried. Right? Okay, I'll
It's
stay
up to
in the
you.
car.
Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, maybe that gives me the opportunity to get out of the car and peek through the window to see what you're actually doing.
Sure, sure. Before he does that, he'll drive through like a McDonald's or something and get you something to eat.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
she don't eat that crap.
Wait, guys. How about one of those old Sonics? Because the old Sonics still do the roller skate drive-by and hops, and I'm just having this amazing
Sure.
idea of a waitress coming by and just seeing you two in this predicament, and you quickly hide the knife. Like, how's it
That's
going?
There are no Sonics in Queens.
okay. Well, that's
They
fine.
don't exist here in Queens. The closest Sonic is about an hour into Long Island.
Yeah. No. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
The closest thing we have to that, it's called a roll-in roaster. It serves fresh roast beef and it brings it out with girls on roller skates. But that's in Brooklyn. That's in Sheep's Head Bay, Brooklyn.
That's convenient because he was going to Brooklyn, but
Oh, okay. Go to Brooklyn. Go to Rollin' Roaster.
well, regardless, he'll make sure that you get some food and get some coffee or something.
Okay.
So
She'll the whole time that she's eating, she'll be staring at you while trying to put the food in her mouth, missing every once in a while, holding the knife at you with the other one.
I imagine there's a little bit of cash up right here now.
probably.
Actually, it would be cheese with a Z because that's what Rollin' Roaster puts on everything.
Yep, I can see that.
Cheese with a Z. Yeah. Get myself a roast beef with cheese, double dipped with onions, corn fritters, and a lemonade.
Lovely. There you go.
He just
bought you dinner. Yeah, he just bought you dinner.
But she's going to be eating it weirdly, just letting you know.
Oh, that's fine.
Staring you down, holding the knife up the whole time.
He's going to let you finish before he drives, and like I said, goes to the bar to meet Lieutenant Samuel.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. You get out of the car. It's not exactly a shitty dive, but not exactly a high-class establishment either. It is definitely a place that people can just go and drink at some point. But why
So it's not a cop bar?
It's not a cop bar. It is not a cop bar. If anything, it's a
hipster bar.
What?
It's a hipster bar.
There you go. It's a filthy hipster bar.
They're fucking everywhere.
Really weird.
They're all over Brooklyn.
That is weird, but okay. Fucking yuppies. He'll try to find Samuel when he goes in. If he doesn't see him immediately, he'll get a single brew, but that's it.
Okay, good. Samuel's is often one of the not immediately in front of the bartender, but off to the side a bit. He's not too difficult to see. He's like the only guy wearing a hat, unironically.
Gotcha.
Because all hipsters wear fedoras.
Yeah,
exactly.
Ryan is still in his work clothes, so he's covered in grass stains and earth and a little bit of oil. He's got a grease on his face.
It's like, that there's performance artists, my good friends. That there's a performance artist, says one of the hipsters as you walk by.
If I hear that, I'm just going to say, get a job.
Okay. So you're walking the lonely man with a fedora that's wearing it unironically.
Yep.
And he's got a what looks like to be a Bud Light in his hand, but the only thing he could get it. He's just holding it right there. He's staring at it as if he's trying to contemplate something.
I'm going to sit down. Well, actually, I'm going to stop first. I'm going to say, Sam?
Yeah, he looks up momentarily. With this weird look, it's like he's had too hard day. He's intermingled with little bits of hope and mistrust.
Do I need to buy you another round? Do you need some advice? What's going on? I'm gonna sit down.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. We have a lot to talk about, he says, and he pushes one of the cans over. Click, 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 click.
Okay. I'll make sure there's a full pitcher brought for him of whatever he was drinking.
Okay, okay.
Can I at this point let Magenta creep out of the car and look through one of the windows to just keep an eye on him?
Austin, what do you think? Do.
If
Trim
it's a
roll some
hipster
fake
bar, there are
dice.
probably some outside seating, so she could probably see.
Oh yeah, totally. There is totally some outside seating.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna say for the brevity of the scene, we're going to hold off on one bit hit, and I'm gonna let you go through with this.
With
Oh.
what? Me?
Yeah. You can stay on the outside and just look through a window.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, little Miss Harriet Spy. Doing a little Harry Carey action there. Okay. Okay. What was I saying? Okay.
Sam, Lieutenant Samuel.
Thank you. I think you got out at the right time, man.
What's going on, Sam? And I'm going to turn off the expression that I use with most people. I'm not going to be having the cop expression on with him. I'm just going to try to look as relaxed as I can, like I would when I'm talking to a witness.
There you go. Uh, you know construction, right?
I know a little bit, yeah.
You know a little
Starting
bit
to
about
branch
that
into
stuff,
it.
right?
A little bit, yeah.
I need your help on some consultation work. I just got kicked a case. Got kicked over from Bronx, fucking Bronx. I'm not even gonna talk about Manhattan police right now.
Okay.
Case from Bronx. They got it kicked from out of town. A place called South Salem. They recently
Okay.
had a burning, but I have no idea how a chemical burn works.
Gotcha.
So, help me out here, man. They say it was some type of agricultural substance. Where would you get that?
Agricultural substance. Does he? Do you actually have the report with you? Because depending on what it is, it's from different places.
He pulls out a notepad and sort of flips it over and shows you some of the notes. Don't tell anyone I showed you these. It looks bad when I show people.
I'm gonna show him the Boy Scout, saying their pledge thing, Scout's honor.
Yeah, okay. And he lays out some chemical components, and you almost immediately recognize them as a few of the things you did. And he sort of circles electrical outlage and some bullet casings from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reenactment place up there. I think they had an accident with one of their, displays or whatever, and it caught the whole house on fire. I'm just not sure. But people keep saying there's something more because of a secondary source, but I just don't see it.
Secondary source?
Yeah, a secondary source in the basement or whatever, but I'm not sure if they were heading for like insurance money, but I need an outside eye to tell me whether this was an accident or planned.
Using my knowledge of police reports and the way stuff is actually done in that way, what role do you want me to make to actually figure out what they've gotten for what I did?
I have your
Investigation?
sheet right here.
Investigation might be a good skill to use.
Up to you, Trent. I don't really care what it is. I just need to know. So I can tell you how many
Okay,
dice.
okay. Perception, wits investigation.
Okay. I went ahead and put my blue booking finally to wit specialization, by the way. And remember, I do have a background in this kind of thing, so that's a total of 5 dice with a specialty of level-headed, which may or may not apply.
Because he's bringing up stuff that you were specifically involved in, and you're feeling a little bit of the heat from that situation, I'll say it applies.
Cool. So 5 dice, specialty applies.
I'm going to make it difficulty 7.
Sure.
Okay. 2 successes.
Okay.
This is what you're able to glean. Okay. They've got that it may be foul play, but they're also getting that a lot of the substance that was used, a lot of the accelerants were already on site, right?
Mhm.
And electrical outlets aren't that uncommon for like older households, and this was indeed an older household. So it could be foul play, but more fingers are being pointed that it was probably an accident. The biggest thing is this secondary source thing, which is really messing with them. Whether that is just a coincidence or whether that is a start of a second fire later caused by the main fire.
I know how I'm going to handle this.
Okay.
I'm going to look at him in the face. I'm going to make Sam. I see the date on this. The day before this, I was up there handling one of those things on my end. I came back the next day with Dr. Lineberger because he had helped me out because one of my buddies had broken a wrist and he wanted to know what the hell was going on. We came back and we saw the fire. I haven't had a chance to come to you yet and tell you about this. So I have to ask you this question. If it's something on my end that causes something weird going on, how the hell did it get pushed to you so quick? If this is out of town to begin with. I think there's somebody else higher up on the spooky side messing with this.
And he actually takes his hand and he's got, this is the wall. He goes, that's the second problem. People don't trust the uniform anymore.
No,
People
they
stop
don't.
trusting me.
Well,
There are people out in the streets. They don't trust us.
no, they
They're,
don't.
the violence last month.
Yeah.
Where the hell were we? Where the hell were we?
I tell you what I think, and I'm going to take a long drag. I think the senator that I called out was just the start of it.
Like,
I don't think that it's... Sam, I'm going to give you some advice right now. I don't know how many years you're signed. As soon as it's done, transfer somewhere quieter or get out. I can help you out if you get out, but as much as I know how much the badge means to you, because you know how much it meant to me, get out, man, for your own sanity.
that's another thing that's being brought up.
And I'm going to reach my hand across, I'm going to touch him on the shoulder. Because this guy was a friend.
Indeed. He appreciates the blah, blah.
Yep.
He appreciates the comfort and precinct. Just give me a second. There's one of our stations in Crown Heights. People on the street are demonstrating, like they're doing across the entire nation, but they're demonstrating something else. They're saying they don't need us. They're saying that we're part of the problem. We can't. There's a precinct in Crowns where we can't get into anymore. They parked a huge 18-wheeler in front of our offices.
Sounds like something big's gonna happen soon, Sam's. This is Look, I saw some more weird stuff on my side today. I can't talk about it fully yet because I don't have enough information to even give you a glimpse of it. But there's a lot worse things going to happen, I think. And I'm going to try to keep me and my people as clean as we can through it. And I'm going to keep us on the straight and narrow as much as can, which is probably going to be completely, I hope. But I can
Listen,
only imagine what's going on your side. For your own
listen, man.
sake, be careful.
Listen, man. They've started outfitting us with riot gear. They think someone thinks this is gonna be a real big explosion. You know that thing they have over in Missouri? They think some of
Yeah,
that's coming over here. That
well,
stuff that was in
yeah,
Chicago. They think it's
yep.
coming over here. That
I
stuff they
wouldn't.
think in City, they think it's coming over here. The stuff
I
they think in Manhattan, they think it's coming here.
Look, calm down, Sam. Not here yet. You got a level head. You're one of the good ones.
You
There are certain
know,
people that we have to watch out for, though. Doesn't matter if you're badges or not badges. We gotta look out for them.
you know, Buffalo. They say there's something happening in Buffalo. I haven't heard anything from them in a while. I don't. I can send a few messages down that way, see what they're pulling back. But I need your help with something else.
What's that?
There's this there's this thing. It's called they're calling themselves like a night watch or something. It's an organization. It's a neighborhood organization that doesn't trust us. I need people that aren't cops. I need people that aren't on the force, that don't have much reputation. Stuff that got people like you, people that got kicked out, people that dropped out. I need people to clue me in on what's going on there, because if it's another riot, I'm screwed. Screwed. If they can talk with us, if we can work with them, fantastic. If it causes more insanity, I'm fucked.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I know a couple people that could probably help out, but not all of them are as equipped as I am. If I need to, you think you could help me with some of the old vests and stuff just for our own safety? I can repair them. It's just if they're damaged, it's just most of us out here, man. We don't even have a vest to keep us safe. We're going off of God's will.
Well, you guys seem to be better to have God at your back than. Okay. Okay.
If you can't, I get it.
No, 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 no. Bring me back something. Bring me back anything, and I can authorize some moving of some of the disused equipment. We're gonna fucking sell that shit off anyway. Is to recuperate some of our losses. I'll just write off to you as a paycheck.
That works.
But I need something. I need someone to walk over there, talk to them, and I'm a cop.
Sure.
I can't do
I,
that.
I've got the right guy for it. In the meantime, keep your boys careful if they're on, and I'll say the street where the Grays were. There's some
Uh,
there's some
the
funky
shopping
things
district.
going on. Yeah, there's some funky stuff going on there.
Okay, okay.
I'm talking Mulder and Scully stuff, man.
Ordered.
I'm just going to give him the straight. I'm going to give him the straight-faced, hard-ass cop look.
And he's got the he's trying to put on the smile, but you keep giving him that stern face. He's like, he tries to put up the smile, and he's just,
Finish up your picture. Go home. I'll get to you what I can.
I'm too drunk for this.
Do you need me to give you a ride home?
No, I'll call a cab. I'm not that broke yet.
All right. I'll get to you information as soon as I can. And I'm going to shake his hand, and I'm going to walk out after paying my tab.
Before you walk out, she's going to notice, and she's going to get back in the car.
Okay.
Oh, now you get back into the car. Awesome. I'll go ahead and take this further.
Go ahead. Your turn.
Magenta, you go ahead and hop back into the car. As soon as you go ahead and slam that door shut, your entire world gets inverted very, very quickly. What was dark is now blindingly bright. What was once a rather calm and silent night has turned into loud clashes and clamorings, actually. The entire world is way, way too bright. The brightness has been set to 16 at least on a 10 dial. And around you there is a huge cacophony of different sounds. It sounds like a jet engine has gone ahead and just parked right above the vehicle, actually. And throughout all of this banging and loud noises and the bright lights, the door that you just closed is banging. You know that for a distinct sound. Actually, the windshield is being banged on. And from an outsider's perspective, Ryan, if you look towards your truck, you can see one of the Santas actually tapping on your window.
Oh, great. Yeah. I've got my, like I said, I've had my thing zipped down this whole time because I've got my gun in my holster. I'm going to reach my hand inside there like I'm scratching something. I already know this, what this thing is, I think. Yeah. I'm just going to say, step away from my car before I make you step away.
Magenta will be in the car at this point, grabbing and clutching her ears and her hair, trying to go down into the fetal position to just kind of shield herself from the bright light and the loud noises. And she'll just really start wiggling her body and moving around, and every once in a while you'll see her hand hit the inside of the window, almost to like try to get out of the door again. But the noise and the bright light is very overwhelming, so she's really moving frantically inside your car.
I see that. If the thing doesn't move away, I'm activating burden.
The thing will just go ahead and after he realizes that somebody is watching him, goes ahead and turns around, and it's not necessarily the same Santa. It's one of those ones with the fake wig just hanging off his chin. He goes ahead and looks towards you. There's an obvious slurring to his words. He simply says, I just wanted to talk to the lady. The lady is, no.
Move away. Now. And, yeah. If you let me, buddy, I'll actually roll my intimidation on that.
Do it.
5 dice. I'm pissed.
Okay. 5 dice. Let's see how well you do.
He's a drunk.
Yeah, the drunk thinks he's gonna get lucky tonight. He's looking at you with your cop-like Santa. He's like, no, everything's fine. Goes ahead and continues to tap on the window.
Could I, because I'm banging on the glass with my hand, seeing as my hand has the knife in it, could I essentially break the window and then try to jab the guy?
Try.
You could try. Do you have common sense?
Common sense. Hold on, let me see.
The merit. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh.
Yes, I do.
Oh, awesome. Common sense would tell you that you could probably roll down the window and threaten the guy with a knife.
Well, because I'm in a state of fear and freaking out and I'm banging the glass anyway, banging the glass and it breaking would be a happy coincidence. And then I'd have the sense of, oh, now the window's open, let me go at the guy.
Oh,
Yep.
If you want to go ahead and break the glass, I would say make a strength check.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about your car.
Oh no, it's okay. Dude's about to get shot in the leg.
Just strength,
Yeah, that sounds right.
8 and a 6.
What do you think, Dritten?
Well, these things are meant to be shatter resistant, right? But you definitely make a good cracking noise, and the man will definitely feel that.
Oh yeah, there is a long, long crack that sort of permeates from where you hit it all the way to the outer ends of the windshield. The drunken Santa will look at it, go, "Ah, yeah."
I'm drawing my gun.
Okay, yeah, gotta back
I'm
away.
drawing my gun, and I'm aiming at its. I'm aiming down. I'm not aiming at him yet.
Oh yeah, you've got a gun. Drunken Santa is not gonna mess with the guy with a gun.
Like, leave now before I get my cop friend from inside.
And he's running. He's sprinting as fast as his little Santa legs can carry him.
Quickly
And
putting
he
the gun back up.
He ran so far away.
All right. I'm gonna go to the driver's side and unlock the door, and I'm not gonna get in just yet. But I'm opening it and say, "Magenta, are you okay?"
She is still kind of, after cracking the window, she's still kind of calming herself down, breathing very heavily, not being able to look up at you. She'll try to say, I'm calming down, Woosa, Woosa.
So, do you want me to take you home? Do you want me to take you to the neighborhood where I'm at, to a safe place? What do you
Home.
want?
Home. Home.
Okay, where's home?
Home.
And he'll take the address from you, and he'll go there.
And once she sees her house, like once she realizes that she's on the block, because the whole time she won't be looking at you, she won't be staring at you, she won't even be holding the knife up at you anymore. She'll just be kind of peeking out through the corner of her eye, waiting for similar landmarks so that she knows that she's close to home. And once she's close to home, she'll won't even really let you stop fully. She'll notice you starting to come to a stop, and she'll get out of the car. She won't, and she'll just go, "Thank you, bye," and she'll run up the stairs and into the house.
Yeah. Making a note of the address.
Hey. I've heard of worse first dates.
Making a note of the address, saying the text off to Charlie, saying we got another one. I'm gonna put the cell phone up. I'll take a look at my vehicle. Get kind of frustrated, take anything valuable that's in the cab and put it into the toolbox. Lock the toolbox, and I'm going to walk up to the door and knock on it after a couple minutes have passed.
Wait, what'd you say?
He's going to knock on your door after a couple minutes have passed.
Okay, so you'll notice that there is a metal storm door with glass windows, and then on the inside there is another door, a nice big, thick, heavy wood one with a nice stained glass window. And you'll see just a blur start to appear on the other side of the stained glass, almost as if somebody's trying to peek through it. And they won't say anything. They'll kind of wait for you to knock again.
He'll knock again and he'll say, Magenta, I promised I would tell you what was going on. If you want to walk away from this, that's up to you, but I wouldn't recommend it.
You'll hear a little bit of rustling around, like heavy metal pieces. She will open up the wooden door, and then between the two of you will be that storm door. And she will have one hand behind her back and the other hand on the doorknob. And she'll say, yes, you did say that you would explain.
And I also offered to let you hold a gun at me, too.
Understandable, not that wanting of holding a gun right now. I'm okay.
Can I come inside? A nice cup of tea would be really good right now.
She'll unlock the storm door and let you in. She'll open the door, but keep her one hand behind her back and let you cross in front of her. You'll have to walk through another set of French doors where she'll tell you just walk towards the left. You'll easily be able to notice that you're in a living room, and when you walk to the left, you'll walk through a dining room and then into a kitchen. In the kitchen, there's a nice high counter and some stools. She'll tell you to sit down on one of the stools, and she will put on a water kettle and ask you for the type of tea you want, because she likes teas.
Just a red tea. And as he does this, he's going to hold up one hand and say, I'm going to take my gun out now, take the magazine out, take the bullet out of the chamber, and put the safety on so you can see that I don't have access to it. Okay?
And then she will reveal from behind her back a nice crowbar, and she will just put it up over her shoulder as she starts fiddling around looking for her red tea. And she'll say, I don't have red tea, but I've got blood orange tea if you'd like to.
That works. That works. And I will do exactly what I said, and I'll do it slowly so she can see. I will even go so far. I will go so far as to take the slide off the gun as well.
You never know what else is hidden on someone's body. So she's just going to keep the crowbar up over her shoulder. She's holding the straight edge so that the hooked edge she can use for whacking.
All right. He's going to wait for the tea to get done before he starts with anything.
And that'll take but like 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how long you'd like it steeped. She will put the blood orange tea into a Death Star tea infuser and put it into your glass and push it towards you. There you go.
Thank you very much. All right, let's start this off. I haven't done this one before, so forgive me if I'll leave a few things out by accident or dance around a little.
Okay.
When I showed you that card earlier, you kind of knew what it meant, even though you've never seen it before, right?
Yeah, I had this feeling like I knew what it was, but didn't know what it was. Like, I've never seen it, but I've seen it.
You'll probably see this. You'll probably understand this one, too. I'm going to take out the same card, and with the space that's left on it, I'm going to draw that damn symbol Charlie always has on his fucking motorcycle. The healer symbol. Like
Is she going to know what that is?
Instinctively, yeah, you'll have a sense that this is a thing of healing. Or a healer specifically.
It tastes like tea leaves.
Look, you understanding that means I'm right. Look, let me ask you this. You ever watch the X-Files or something like that?
I love David Duchovny. Are you kidding me?
So,
I've seen every season.
so here's the deal. Do you want the nice version, the blunt version, or what do you want? Because I can give you any way you want it. But
You
here's the
know,
truth of the matter, any which way. You've been called, darling.
really? Is that why I'm noticing these weird things like this fucking tentacle-faced gray thing earlier that
Yeah,
I wasn't too keen on?
looked like something out of Roswell, kind of, didn't it?
It did kind of make me go, the truth is out there.
Yeah. See, good reference for you. All right, look,
Indeed.
I'm not as good with this as my buddy Matt is, but there are a lot of weird stuff out there. You remember the stabbings in Central Park about a month ago, a little over a month ago? You remember
Did
the
that, yeah.
the riots that happened that had that Japanese fella get shot?
Yeah, I heard something about that as well.
There's some bad things in this world, and call them whatever you want. They're monsters. That's just plain and simple.
They,
And for whatever reason, be it by God or Hooja What's Its or all this technological whatever the crap, there's certain people who notice it, while most people don't. You probably noticed today nobody really seemed to pay those gray things any mind, did they? They didn't even seem to notice what was going on around them. There's just a lot of bad stuff going on. And some of it isn't all us. Don't get me wrong. A lot of us humans are rat bastards. But there's some stuff on there that's just evil.
I always had this feeling deep down inside as she clutches the tip of the crowbar, well, the curl of the crowbar, that there were these things that always went bump in the night that you don't really see. They were always in the peripheral because they could never be seen because they're not supposed to be seen. But
Um,
then there were those few people that had that keen eye, and she continues to grip the crowbar. Has something like that happened to me today? Have I finally been given the ability or this gift to see these so-called creatures that no other person notices?
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Yeah, hon. I think you did. I don't know what your job is. I don't know what you can do that helps balance the scales. But you've got something. There's something in you that called out, and the rest of you answered. So here's a couple things I'm gonna just tell you right out. I shouldn't have told you my name today. It's a bad idea, but I needed you to trust me, or otherwise you might have gotten yourself hurt. It's a
Well,
it's
that
a
is,
bad idea to tell people like us your name just on the off chance one of us has something bad happen to us.
well, in that case, then we both have that same problem. You know my name as well.
I know your first name. That's it.
Yes.
I don't know your last name, and you should probably keep it that way.
Mm.
Um, there are a couple of things that I can tell you to do that'll help. Number one, keep a weapon on you. Anything you're good with. If you're not good with something, get good with something. I can help you out there in a little bit. Number two, try not to go anywhere alone if you can help it. Even if it's just using the bus to go through something so you're not walking alone. Number 3, pay attention to this webby site I'm about to give you. Website. Sorry, I'm a little bit late adopting things. And what he's going to do is he's going to take a pen out of his pocket, and on that same business card that he had stuff written on the front, he's going to write the first address where he got to HunterNet through, which wasn't HunterNet, it was a different site. And
You know
he's
what,
going to tell
basically,
you,
this is going to be the one of the very few times you're going to write it right this time.
Said, go here, pay attention. Install what the guy tells you to install when you sign in. And just take everything with a grain of salt. I've got a buddy in town that's one of us. There's a bar. I'm trying to remember the name of it for Kitty's character. I think it was the Thorn or something like that.
Yeah.
If you get into some trouble or you see something and you can't get a hold of me, go there. You'll be safer. His number's on the business card, so. Other than that, all I can really tell you initially is that I personally have encountered people that have come back from the dead. I've encountered something that I don't know how to describe it, but something over. Actually, Trent, was the Iron Triangle in Queens?
The Iron Triangle is actually in Queens. It's on the northern. Not it's. It's on one of the northern tips. It's a. I'll show you later. It
Okay,
is in
he's going to tell you a neighborhood. He said there was something possessing a car there that was going around killing people. On top of that, there are. This is going to sound crazy. There are things that go around that can turn. I'm guessing here. This is something I think I saw. This is part of the information you'll get. Some that's sketchy. They can turn into rats and turn back into people. Out of character, I'm referencing the thing I called on the payphone.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And lastly, there are places that will take you thousands of miles away in an instant. That doesn't make any sense. Hey, my God! Just a couple of weeks ago, or a couple days, weeks, I don't remember anymore. I saw a tank that's side gun shot bullets, but they weren't bullets. They were freaking black crows.
What? Wait, what?
There's some shit that can't be explained right now.
You know, it's insane, but it's kind of awesome, too.
It is until it's shooting at you.
Yeah. Truth. Truth. That would suck.
First thing, I have to ask, do you know how to use a gun? Or do you know how to use a knife or something?
I do know how to use a gun, and I do know how to use a knife.
Do you have a
That's why
gun?
I'm gripping onto this crowbar
Okay.
here.
Do you have a gun? If not, get yourself a gun.
I will take that advice, definitely.
Okay? Get good with it. I can tell you a good shooting range. You can go over to old Jim's over here. He's going to tell you an older shooting range that's in Brooklyn. It's indoor.
The ones out on Long Island are a little better, though.
They are.
You have more varieties to play with. Except
True.
for they are a tidbit more expensive, and you go through bullets like water.
Well, it doesn't matter the varieties. Get good with your gun.
And while just at that moment, you'll hear the doorbell ring, and Magenta will get up. And excuse me, one moment, I have to deal with this. And you'll hear her walk back to the front door. You'll hear the crowbar get put down the floor,
There's a
and
nice satisfying click clank.
yeah, and then you'll hear her talking to somebody for a few moments, and then the door closing, and her with what sounds like a four-legged creature with her, and you'll hear her say, "Oh, hey, baby," oh, and you'll hear the petting of the dog, and then she'll bring actually the dog up the stairs and put it in a room. The door will close, and the dog will proceed to run amok in the room. She'll come back down the stairs and come back into the kitchen. Sorry, just had to handle that. Dog walker had to pay her.
It's okay. It's okay. All right. That's what I can give you right now. Um, can you give me a number so I can have the guy who's been in this a little bit longer, my buddy Matt, talk to you, place of your choice. He can explain things a little bit easier than I can.
She sees no harm in giving him a number, because
Okay.
there's easy ways to get around that. So she'll just give him her cell phone number.
You see him take out the flip phone. He'll fire off a text to Matt, saying this is the number for that person. I explained as best I could. I need you to do the rest because I'm still iffy about this. And he's going to tell you that it's done. I have to go take care of stuff. I have to get ready for work in the morning. This is the downside to doing this kind of thing. You do it, but you still have to keep your regular life too, and you got to keep a smile up the whole time. It's not easy, but it's the right thing to do.
She will nod in agreement with you. This is definitely something that I will learn in due time.
Okay. I'm going to head out now. In the future, try not to break my window. And he chuckles at that.
A woman terrified. She's not going to control herself. You should have learned not to give me a knife.
Mhm. If I hadn't given you something, would you have gotten in the cab?
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
There you go. I've got to head out now. Be safe. I hope to talk to you again soon. And he's gonna walk out after taking his gun, putting the stuff, leaving the stuff disassembled and putting them in his pockets till he gets back into his truck. And if we want to end scene or you want to do something with her, that's fine, Trent. I've got a place down in Brooklyn that I have to drive to for some information.
Brooklyn.
You guys can continue the scene. She can hang out in her place with her dog.
Okay. Actually, did you have any place in particular, or are you
Yeah.
using something?
Yeah, I'm going to that payphone. I'm going to the payphone for the Cape Crusader special again.
I'm smiling so much right now. You have no idea. Okay.
Okay, so then say goodnight to Magenta. She's saying goodbye. She's going to play with her dog.
Good.
You can stick around, see the rest of the scene. I'm going to ask, what I typically do is at the end scenes, I usually ask the players what they're thinking and feeling and doing. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm. So just stick around for a few.
Okay.
Okay, cool. You get to the place, the rundown pizzeria place, and you see the exact same telephone.
Yep.
And do you remember the procedure that you had before?
I have to wait for a specific time and call a specific number. On the way there, I happen to get a box of jelly donuts.
Okay.
I leave the jelly donuts in the alley before the time, and I wait for the right time to call.
Okay. It starts flipping over to the right time of night. I'm pretty sure it was early evening or something like
I
that.
believe it was like 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock or something.
Yeah, something like that. I didn't mean early evening. I meant early morning or late evening. That
Yep.
meticulous witching hour time.
Yep.
Witching hour falls before you, and the light above the payphone lights up, and it's just standing there, almost like it knows that something's about to call it.
Yep. I'm going to go there after making sure my gun is tucked into the front of the coveralls. And I'm going to go and I'm going to call the number.
Okay, okay.
Because I put that shit in my cell phone, along with the note of what I'm supposed to say.
Actually, do you remember what we were supposed to say? It was so long ago.
I don't remember, but like I said, I had it written down on the phone. So
Okay.
calling for the Cape Crusader special.
How you doing? It's been a long time. I feel
Yeah.
lonely.
Yeah. Well, why don't you come and pay me a visit?
It's like, yeah, sure. You want to go to a date? I hear that Coney Island's really special this time of year.
Oh, where you want to go to the Ferris wheel or the roller coaster, or what you want?
I want to get some cotton candy.
30 minutes, 45 minutes.
Seriously, what are we doing here?
I need some information about a couple things,
Okay.
and
You
I'm
tell
willing to
me
make
what
a
you
deal.
want, and okay. I can make a deal. You tell me about the area you want, and I'll do what I think you should pay for it. How about that?
Sounds good. First off, what do you know about what do you know about the cases that are getting kicked over to the various precincts up here? Why they're moving so quickly from precinct to precinct?
The bad days are here. Bad days are here again, good fellow. Uh, for that information, hop on one foot.
He starts hopping on one foot.
Yeah, those are some pretty good cash you got. Okay, Cape Crusader. Manhattan, he's like, how do I explain this? The office off in Bronx, it getting confusing signals everywhere, or it's just due to being overworked a bit. You know, this whole fucking Angel in the Bronx situation is really kind of screwing with their business practices, so they skipped it over to Manhattan. Problem is, well, you've seen Manhattan.
Yeah.
They kick that shit, head over to the next available one. If it wasn't the Bronx, if it wasn't Brooklyn, it would have gone to the Queens.
Okay.
It's like, I don't know. Specifically, Manhattan. Don't go to Manhattan.
All right. Next thing. Does the word Passchendaele mean anything to you? The Battle of Passchendaele.
Passchendaele. Passchendaele. Oh.
Yeah, I had to
Oh.
put down a zombie up there.
Oh. Passchendaele's an old project.
I don't need the
Oh.
information on that one specifically, but I just wanted you to realize what I'm dealing with out here.
Mm, Well, good luck with the zombie apocalypse, buddy. But seriously,
Yeah.
uh, if you want someone that's in the know, good Triangle. Just go to him. It's his. It's
Really?
it's it's not his. It owns him.
All right.
Like you know what happens when you got a dog and then it just runs away.
Hmm.
But
Interesting.
you should talk to him yourself. I like the way that he explains it better.
Oh, great. And we're not talking about the hothead. We're talking about the triangle.
Yeah. Haven't seen the head in a while. What'd you do?
Yeah.
Did you break it?
Yeah. No.
Did,
I think I just took some of its workers away from it.
uh, you didn't drive it off a cliff?
No, not yet.
You didn't? You didn't smash a car into it?
No, I didn't do that. I made a deal the same way I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Next
Okay.
thing, can you tell me why the hell I've got freaking Roswell aliens up and down X Street?
They look like aliens to you? Well, that's a
Yeah,
good one.
they they look like I think they look like bad Santa Clauses to other people.
Uh,
If you don't know, that's fine. I probably have other sources they can go to, but you're my first choice.
yeah, and I appreciate the business. Okay. How about this? We're gonna make a little deal here. I need a package drop off.
That's it?
Pretty much. I just need a package dropped off. And if you say
Where?
yes,
Where do you need it dropped? I don't walk into
alright.
anything completely blind, just mostly.
I need you to go into Staten Island and drop off a stone, a rather large tombstone. It's already in the back of your car. Don't even bother saying no.
When do you need it done by?
Ah, sooner the better. Better, but I'm really in no rush.
I'll get to it tomorrow morning then.
Okay. Hey, Ryan. By the way, Ryan,
Hmm?
you're my hero, cop. Just don't tell anyone on the street that.
Don't tell anyone what?
You're my hero. Click. Dude.
What does the tombstone say in the back of the truck?
Here lies dearly departed, loving father, her brilliant loving father, husband, uh, Mike I always get the mobster names wrong.
Okay.
Eric, can you get me out?
What do you need?
Mobster
From
late.
Howard Beach? Well,
Um,
mobsters from around here?
it starts with E. Benevolent. It's an old one.
Okay, well there's an old cop name. That's what you need to say. An old mobster name, I'm sorry.
Gambino family. The Gambino family.
Gambino. Okay,
There we go. There we go.
there we are.
Gambino.
Gotti. John Gotti.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna start driving. I'm gonna give Waldo a call.
Okay. Hey. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. It's like, hey boss, how's it going?
Hey, Waldo. Um, is it alright if I drive by the house? I need you or one of the others to do me a favor and drop something off somewhere tomorrow morning.
Sure. What site we working at? We working at the Florendale site or the Maker site? What are we doing now?
We're gonna be doing the maker site, but I need you to drop this off on Staten Island.
You got a
I'll,
specific
I'll,
address?
he gives a specific address. If I, whatever he was given, make sure you do it during the whoever does it during the day, not tonight. Um, I'm gonna drop by here in just a little bit. I just wanted to call and make sure it was okay first. I didn't want you guys getting in trouble.
It's like, yeah, you're getting the checks, man. And, uh, yeah, by the way, this is, okay, what do you know about sandbags?
Um, you can reuse them for a long time. They're not that hard to fill up, and in a tough spot, they can act as cover.
Okay, good, because, I just saw a truck, walk by here with a bunch of sandbags, and a bunch of people trying to recruit for the night watch.
Waldo,
Hmm?
you and your people pack a bag. Come stay with me tonight. Scratch what I just said. Get out of there.
Um, I
He
can't,
doesn't use this voice with him. He just doesn't.
I can't leave Art here. I'm not gonna leave Art here. I know he's a bastard. I know he's an angry man, but he's still my cousin.
I'll put you guys up in a hotel for all I care.
No, you don't understand. This is my turf. Turf. These are the turf of the bone scrappers. This is Art's place. Hey, I'll work with you. I love working
Yeah,
with you. It's the best thing
I
that's ever
know.
happened to me. Hey, but this is my place. I'm not walking away with my tail between my legs.
I'll be by in a bit. He just hears this worry that's on his voice. And he closes before Waldo can say anything else. Um, he's a. I'm gonna pay attention to what I'm driving into, and I'm activating my discern on the way over there just to pay better attention.
Okay. Hey,
That's a grand total of I think 7 dice if you want to roll it.
sure,
Yep.
sure. This is just gonna be how well
How
you do
long
it.
it lasts? Yeah.
Yeah. It will last the 30 minutes you need to get over there here and drop your thing off.
I'll when I'm there, I'll make sure I'll hand it off to him. I'm just gonna look him in the eye and say, "Look, there's some stuff going on. I think the stuff is moving to this neighborhood from Manhattan. If you have
Oh,
to, it's better to come back and retake than it is to have something happen to the little ones. You know, I
I'll
just
bring
worry
up with
about
Art.
y'all.
I'll bring
Yeah,
it up with Art. That's probably a good idea, but he usually fights this kind of thing.
I know he does. I know he does, and in this case, I would be more than willing to help if something bad happened.
Look, man, just keep the lines of your communication open, man. This
No
has been
problem.
one of the more lucrative. You're one of the more. This is one of the more lucrative vassalities I've ever seen.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Just be careful, okay? And he'll go
Pineapple,
without saying another word.
Screech, uh, Pineapple, Screech, Smiley. We're good. We'll be okay.
Yeah. And with that, Ryan's just going to drive home. And that's really it for me, unless you have something for me.
No, that's all I really wanted to cover right now. The other stuff I kind of need Kevin to
Yep.
be honest.
Yep. All right.
All right. Pop up the cameras. We are at the end of the session,
Mm-hmm.
and mm, I had a we just had a big long one of Jason stuff. So Erica, what are your character's thoughts and feelings? How are you looking at right now?
Right now she's hanging out in her living room with her dog, petting and playing him, thinking about everything that happened, trying to calm down from the evening of being feared by all those beards. really doesn't like them. She's probably going to take a nice hot shower and shave all the hair off of her body with the exception of what's on her head. And and then try to relax and watch comedies for the rest of the night so that she can get the looming images of what happened. But she'll also, underneath that, be thinking about this new guy she just met and how she kind of feels like she's going to be seeing a lot more weird things. And
How ruggedly handsome he is and how strong he is.
and that's what she'll do until she finally falls asleep with her big bear dog in her arms.
Okay, that's cool. Ryan, how's Ryan feeling? How's Ryan thinking? Because I know there's a lot of heavy stuff going towards him right now.
Another one? Another fucking hunter? Really? Oh my god. Not that I'm not happy, but too much shit going on. And why's it gotta be the Santa Clauses? So tempted just to get a junker and just run them all down. But that wouldn't be right. I ain't gonna have anybody messing with my vehicle or anything like that again. Next time I'm just gonna plug them. Jeez. Charlie, I hope he's okay. He needs to get back up and going. When he gets home, he's taking down his single malt, and he's going to drink himself to sleep as he's been doing. And he's going to be doing it as he's just plugging away, reading stuff on the HunterNet, trying to find anything about these Greys.
Okay. That is a good place to stop. I would like to thank all the watchers for watching. Hello out there. I'd like to thank all the players for playing. And all the STings for STing. We will see you next time on what will be a very interesting adventure. Well, I hope it's an interesting adventure. Bye.